Hello and welcome to this ultimate guide on staking Polkadot, brought to you by CryptoPotato, where we do what we can to provide you with valuable and actionable information so that you can navigate crypto easily and make the most out of it. Today, it's all about a step-by-step guide on how to earn passive yield from your Polkadot holdings, starting with as little as $1. My name's Chris, and well, let's jump right into it, shall we? Now, first of all, just in case you don't fully understand what cryptocurrency staking is, let me explain. Cryptocurrency staking is like a savings account where users temporarily lock their tokens in exchange for rewards, typically in the form of interest. But beyond that, staking also secures the network, ensuring that more people are included in the decision making and the governance of the protocol. It's a critical component of Polkadot's overall functionality. It's a vital component in its ecosystem, so let's dive deeper and understand how it works and how you can stake your DOT and earn passive income today.
None of the content in this channel should be considered as financial advice, and you shouldn't make investment decisions based on it. It's highly advisable to consult a professional before making any decisions that may or may not be based on the above content, as this is solely for entertainment purposes only.
DOT staking is made possible through the network's consensus algorithm, nominated proof of stake. In essence, the protocol relies on validators to verify transactions and secure the network. These validators are selected by nominators, and both of them receive a share of DOT in return for their work. That said, regular users can stake their DOT in multiple ways, which include native staking, third-party decentralized protocols, and centralized exchanges. Each of these have several intricacies, and we're about to break them down. But now, you're probably wondering, what exactly are the benefits of staking Polkadot, both from an economic point of view as well as a protocol level incentives? Well, DOT holders can earn passive rewards for supporting validators. The reward will be dependent on the validators of choice, as well as how much DOT is staked in the system. The barrier to entry can be very low, depending on the choice of staking, as low as $1. Also, native Polkadot staking is transparent and non-custodial. Plus, a lot of major centralized exchanges support DOT staking, giving users a plethora of options. Staking increases the network's security. It's also worth noting that staking Polkadot comes with a certain number of risks and considerations, so make sure to keep watching until the end. Now, users can choose 3 avenues to stake their DOT, depending on their preferences. So let's explore all of them. Native DOT staking refers to the process of using your DOT natively within the network without having to turn to outside protocols or exchanges. Everything starts and ends on the Polkadot network. Here, you're once again faced with a choice, depending on the number of tokens you hold, how many you want to stake, and your level of technical expertise. You'll, however, need a Polkadot compatible wallet. This one is great for beginners. It won't require you to manage your nomination in any way. You'll simply have to join a pool of other DOT holders. The most important thing to consider here is that there's a pool operator, and they'll be responsible for making the nomination. In essence, you, as a DOT holder who's joined a pool, won't have to do anything. But this also means that you're indirectly responsible for the choices made by the operator. Now, you only need $1 to become a member of a nomination pool. You can also claim your rewards manually or bond them in the pool to compound. But be aware that the unbonding period is 28 days. If this is the option that interests you the most, then here's how you can join a pool. First, navigate to the Polkadot staking dashboard. In the top left corner, you'll see the Pools tab. After that, you'll see which nomination pools are available. Find the one that you want to join and click on Join. You'll now be able to enter the amount that you want to bond. And then finish by signing the extrinsic. A pretty straightforward process. Alright, this one is suited more for intermediate users. Operators of nomination pools are able to select validators. Therefore, if you're confident in your ability to select trustworthy validators, you can open your own nomination pool and enable others to join by pooling their DOT. As of this moment in time, you'll need a minimum of 500 DOT to bond in order to create a nomination pool. This will be deposited straight into the pool's account. To open a nomination pool, you can follow these steps. First, navigate to the Polkadot staking dashboard. In the top left corner, you'll see the Pools tab. Click on it. Next, click the Create button and give your pool a name, then hit Continue. Now, you can choose up to 16 nominations. There is a built-in feature that allows you to choose certain validators automatically based on preset criteria. You can now edit those roles such as root, nominator, and bouncer. Choose the amount for the initial deposit and remember, it has to be at least 500 DOT. Now, review all of the above and if everything is correct, confirm it with the Create Pool button. This option is also suitable for intermediate users. Now, the process of nominating is the action of choosing validators directly. It's different from simply bonding tokens. It's an active task and as such, it implies that you're actively participating in the ecosystem and monitoring that your staking is backing an active validator. Typically, the minimum amount of DOT necessary for nominating is 250 DOT, but this does fluctuate. At the time of this video, it's 550.290 DOT. That said, some of the key features include the fact that you can send rewards to any account or compound them. The normal unbonding period is 28 days, but you can switch validators without unbonding. Bonded funds remain in your account and you can also participate in governance with them, and you can manage the list of validators up to 16 directly. Now, this option is suitable for advanced users. Validating is a task dedicated to those who possess sufficient technical knowledge and want to participate directly in securing the network and block production. First and foremost, you have to be selected by the nominators. Second, you need to fit a number of important criteria. So in general, running your own validator node will require a lot of effort as well as community trust. Now that you're aware of all 4 types of native DOT staking, here's a comparison table on screen to sum them up. So feel free to pause the video to take a closer look. Otherwise, let's go ahead and move on. This one is also referred to as Polkadot liquid staking, as you would generally receive a token that represents DOT. You can then use that synthetic token within certain ecosystems to carry out various activities. Here are some of the key features of third-party staking. First, you'll generally be able to stake any amount for a certain fee. Unbonding is also very flexible. Plus, you can tap into liquid markets through a third-party synthetic token. And various protocols offer various benefits. However, it also comes with some additional risks. You have to put your trust in a third party to perform and remain operational. It may have an impact on network decentralization, and it requires additional research. Many cryptocurrency exchanges also allow their users to stake their DOT on the platform. This tends to be the option with the highest trust assumption because these platforms can freely censor and block addresses or wallets. Some of the options here include US heavyweights like Coinbase and Kraken, as well as the world's leading exchange, Binance. Now, let's have a look at how to stake DOT on Binance. Step 1, log into your Binance account, or create one if you don't have it, and navigate to the Earn section. Step 2, search for DOT in the menu and select the type of staking that you prefer, flexible or fixed. Step 3, Once you're happy with your selection, click subscribe. Step 4, choose the period for which you want to stake your DOT and input the number of tokens that you want to stake. Step 5, read and agree the TOC and click on confirm. But note, the minimum required DOT that you can stake is 0.1, but you also have a personal remaining quota based on the staking product that you choose. Now, it's important to note that staking rewards vary depending on your system of choice, and the way that they're calculated is also different. Here are how the rewards are calculated. For native DOT staking, the rewards are calculated every single era. This happens once every 6 hours on Kusama and once every 24 hours on Polkadot. The rewards are also calculated based on era points. These do vary though. For third-party DOT staking, rewards are determined by the third-party staking provider. And for DOT staking on centralized exchanges, rewards are determined and calculated by the exchange of choice. And of course, as with everything, DOT staking also comes with certain risks and considerations to account for. These can be attributed to the specific staking system that you use. So let's break them down. First things first, there's a protocol level risk when it comes to native staking. Polkadot is an established network with a long history when it comes to security, but as with literally any other blockchain protocol, there's a non-zero chance of failure. Second, and more importantly, there's the risk of slashing. Slashing refers to a mechanism that Polkadot and Kusama use to deter malicious behavior and penalize validators who act against the established interests of the network and their nominators. Validators who engage in malicious activities might lose a portion of their staked tokens. Thereby, those who participate in their nomination pool or nominate directly also run the risk that the validator they have chosen might get slashed. But when it comes to using a third-party decentralized protocol for liquid DOT staking, the protocol level risk is generally higher compared to native options. The degree of risk will vary based on the platform of choice, but usually the higher the APY is, the higher the risk. And lastly, as we mentioned before, the trust assumption is the highest when it comes to staking your DOT on a centralized exchange because it's a company that runs it. This company has absolute control over what happens on the platform, and it can freeze and censor your account more or less at will. But now, let's go ahead and end with some frequently asked questions. How to unstake DOT? You can unstake DOT directly from the Polkadot staking dashboard and trigger the unbonded period. If you are using a third-party decentralized protocol, you can unstake it through its interface. And if you're using a centralized exchange, you can unstake DOT directly on the platform. But make sure you're not breaking the staking terms because you might forfeit the staking rewards. Can you stake DOT on Coinbase? Yes, Coinbase allows users to stake DOT and earn APY based on the number of tokens that they stake and the selected period. Can I stake Polkadot in the USA? Yes. Both Coinbase and Kraken, the largest and most popular US-based cryptocurrency exchanges, allow their users to stake DOT. The conditions for both exchanges are different, so make sure to read in advance and make your choice based on your preferences. Is there a Polkadot stake calculator? There are multiple third-party services that provide estimates of the current rewards for Polkadot staking. The best is to refer to the Polkadot staking dashboard and get information from the official source. And there we have it, a comprehensive guide to staking Polkadot. Now, I think we covered pretty much everything, but if there is anything I missed and feel like it's worth mentioning, then please go ahead and drop it in the comments below. Because we at CryptoPotato are now focusing a lot of our energies on bringing you guys knowledgeable guides and how-tos so that you can understand and know exactly what you're doing in the crypto world. So if you enjoyed this video, found it useful, and would love to see more like this, then make sure you subscribe and like the video so you'll get notified the next time we upload. Otherwise, on the screen right now is another video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy watching. So, I'll see you next time.